A very good evening, and we begin with breaking news. Hackers who claim to have stolen pictures, names and addresses of thousands of children in a cyber attack on a nursery chain have told Sky News they will release more data tonight. The group, calling itself Radiant, posted images of children from the Kido nursery chain on the dark web and demanded a ransom from the company. Culture Minister Ian Murray told Sky News authorities will pursue those responsible.
I can assure everyone that the full force of government and full force of the justice system will be here in terms of what this particular incident, but in all the other incidents you'll have seen this week from the Jaguar Land Rover instance, that the government are fully backing the supply chains and that company in order to get through this particular difficulty, and we'll be having the same approach to any business or any organisation who's infiltrated in this way. But this organised criminality there'll be no stone left unturned in terms of dealing with it.
Well, we've also heard this evening from former Chief Executive of the National Cyber Security Centre, Kieran Martin, who explained what would happen if the ransom was paid.
What history suggests, every so often, police, even when the criminals are abroad, they hack the criminals and they get into their digital infrastructure. And what do they find? They find that even when companies have paid, they've kept the data. Why do they keep the data? Because they sell it to other criminals. They use it for scams, they use it for fraud. This data is not coming back. I'm really sorry. That's the bit that I would say that isn't reassuring. There's no way of guaranteeing the suppression of this data. And if and when law enforcement get to this group, they call themselves the Radiant Group, they appear to be new. And even if the nursery pays the ransom, they'll find the data. They won't delete it. They never do.
Sky's Rachel Venables joins me now. So this group, Rachel, clearly not getting their way and now telling us they're going to issue more threats and potentially release more information.
Very much so. I mean, this is the way that this group clearly, and others like it, as we've seen before, operate. Data is stolen. They go to the company, they go to the people in charge and they say, give me some money or else. And obviously in this instance, certainly we've heard, Sky News has heard directly from individuals who claim to be from the group behind this hack. They call themselves Radiant. They say that the Kido Nursery group have not been engaging with them. They say certainly they haven't been paid the amount that they have demanded. And so we heard already this week how information around 10 children who go to these nurseries had been published on the dark web. And within the past couple of hours, Sky News has spoken to individuals claiming to be from Radiant, who say that they will publish any minute now, effectively, more information about 30 children, they say, and also the personal information of around 100 members of staff. And that's personal information about those individuals. We're talking about full names, national insurance numbers, date of births, addresses, and so on. Obviously, a deeply insidious development, a deeply concerning development to have this warning come from these individuals, come from this group claiming to be Radiant, who say to Sky News that they've stolen information around 21,000 people connected to the Kido Nursery group, which has nurseries all over the world. They've told us that every UK nursery associated with Kido has been affected. That's 18, we understand, in total. Some 8,000 children's data, including things like photographs, have been stolen. They also claimed to us to have stolen things like medical data, the giving of drugs and medication to these children, and also things like safeguarding incidents and moments like that. Incident logs have also been taken, and this was completely unsolicited, but they sent to Sky News an example of one of those incident logs to prove that they had this data. Though, of course, we have no intention of sharing this any further. They clearly just wanted to demonstrate what it is that they have. And as I've mentioned already, they claim that within any minute they will publish more information, this on the dark web, as they continue to try to extort money from the Kido group. Now, we asked how much money they've asked for. They say that typically they request from a company 1.5% of their yearly revenue, their yearly income. In this instance, we're talking about hundreds, that would be, of thousands of pounds. Of course, that has not been verified, and this is all alleged by these individuals who claim that they will be publishing more information relating to children and staff soon, certainly this afternoon, they claim. Now, Kido have been contacted multiple times since the news of this hack broke by Sky News. They haven't yet responded to these requests for comment. While the Metropolitan Police had previously said that they received a referral about this on Thursday, following reports, they say, of a ransomware attack on a London-based organisation. Inquiries, they say, ongoing. They are in the early stages with the Met Cyber Crime Unit, and they stress that no arrests have been made.
Rachel, we will return to you if there's an update, but for now, thank you.